Hey everybody, John here. We're going to come check out a super cool local store, Pecan Ridge. They do pecan shelling as well as sell some local items, so it's going to be pretty neat. So we're going to have some fun with this.
Hey John, how are you doing?
Good.
Very nice to see you.
Come on in.
Thanks so much for coming in.
So this is Dylan. Dylan works here at Pecan Ridge. He's
Hey,
going to give us a little bit of a tour and tell us a little bit about Pecan Ridge.
Yeah, so Pecan Ridge has been in Lubbock for over 25 years, actually this year in 2020. You're standing right now in what used to be the gift shop, but we have expanded in the last 2 years.
So just this little area was your gift shop before?
Yes, just this little area right here, but over the past 2 years we've had a new owner, and we've actually expanded the gift shop from just here to this entire room right here. I mean, it's been a really fascinating journey. Our gift shop celebrates everything Lubbock. So any entrepreneur or Lubbock brand that's really trying to get their start or that is well known here in Lubbock, we love to celebrate them. We love to celebrate Lubbock entrepreneurs, and that's what we do here at the gift shop.
Show us a little bit of the items that you have, or maybe some of your favorite stuff.
Heck yes. Well, of course, my favorites are going to be our pecans, right?
All right.
Like, it's in the name. It's what we do best. The Southern Praline, I just love. We just got some new ones, key lime pecans. It tastes just like a key lime pie because the pecan kind of like tastes like the crust. It's amazing, man. But we don't just have pecan treats. Of course, we have gifts as well. If you know Lubbock, you know Kelly B. We have all of her stuff right here. She is a Lubbock icon, like a Lubbock legend. She was one of our first vendors here. We are so happy and so proud that we're able to share her story each and every day. We actually have over 23 Lubbock brands in the store right now. So it's a great place to shop local and support the local economy.
Awesome. Awesome. What do we got over here?
Okay, so some of the good stuff right here. We have like sack salsa, Auntie's seasoning salt, Wicker's jelly. These are all like Lubbock legends. Sack salsa, Felix Cedillo, Auntie's El Molina Tortillos, and Wes Wicker. He's a graduate of Texas Tech. He's gotten into HEB. He is absolutely killing it in the Texas barbecue scene right now. So these are some of their products. They are just flying off the shelf. I mean, we cannot keep these in stock right now. It's amazing.
So
yes,
I've never had quail eggs until not that long ago. Dylan let me sample some of these, and surprisingly, they're very good. And I was just one of those folks that was like, that's kind of weird, but they're really good.
They're not too bad though, right?
So definitely worth checking out.
When we first got those in, I thought they were going to be nasty, but the first things I tried, I actually have like a jar in my fridge all the time now.
This stuff is pretty awesome as well. I will absolutely vouch for that.
Yeah, that is like a winner right there. That is definitely a winner.
Cool.
By far. We have some cottonseed oil right there. The cotton was grown right here in Lubbock. So that's a really cool story.
Neat.
Yeah, I really like that cottonseed oil. And then, of course, we have our little like pie display right here. So this fall, Pecan Ridge is Pie Central. So if you love fall baking, we are the place to be. We have 3 pies in the jars. The salted caramel apple pecan filling, that's the easiest. All you have to do is pour in the pie and bake. And then we have some other recipes where you can make like a sweet potato pecan pie, just a classic pecan pie, and then all of our other goodies as well.
Awesome. All right, so let's, there's one item that you have bragged about over and over.
Yes.
So we have to see.
It's become kind of famous, right?
I'm thinking you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly where you're going, actually. Are you going to this barbecue sauce?
I am.
The bacon bourbon barbecue sauce. It'll make your Southern soul sing. All flavor, no marketing. This we can't, like, I mean, when I say can't keep off the shelves, we just got 13 cases in 2 weeks ago. We're down to 3.5 today. And, like, we actually had to check the numbers on that because we didn't believe it. But, yeah, I mean, this stuff just goes. It is amazing. I mean, a taste you will not forget, man, on everything, everything.
And my wife is super picky on barbecue sauce, and she loves it.
Yeah, because it tastes homemade. It doesn't taste jarred or canned or artificial at all. It is just, it's amazing, man.
Awesome. So when we walk by, I see this window.
Did you catch that?
So what have we got going on here?
So I know we're in the gift shop right now, but that is actually just the tip of the iceberg for Pecan Ridge. I mean, hello, Pecan Ridge, into the name. We're actually primarily a pecan shelling facility. We have deep roots in West Texas agriculture. As y'all know, pecan is the official state tree of Texas. So we help people shell their pecans. Any orchards or people that have pecan trees on their homes, they take their unshelled pecans to us, and we make them edible for them. You want to see how it works?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this thing.
Let's check it out.
Yes. So Pecan Ridge is primarily a pecan shelling facility. So pecan orchards or people that have pecan trees out in their houses, they come to us, we shell their pecans, we make them edible for them. Right now, you're standing in the storeroom. We actually had a full storeroom this summer. With the shutdown, people had nothing to do but pick up pecans, so we were absolutely loaded.
So folks bring their pecans from home, bring them to you all.
Yes.
And then you shell them.
Yep.
And then they get their pecans back?
Absolutely. Yeah, we bag them up for them. Then they're ready to use for however they want. A lot of people give them away for Christmas gifts. And of course, fall baking is like one of the best uses for them.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have, I mean, a lot of pecans this year from last season's crop. Now, this season's crop is going to depend on where you are at, honestly. The orchard that we have right here, there's not going to be a lot of pecans this year because the hail damaged them. But some places in other parts of Lubbock, they're doing just fine. Gotcha. So it all depends on where you were when the hail hit.
Okay. So then where do the pecans go from here? Once folks drop them off, you've got them in your storeroom, then what happens?
People drop them off, we weigh them, we give them a ticket for their receipt. They come here, and when they're ready to be shelled, they actually go into this next building over here. You kind of want to see how that goes down?
Let's go.
Let's do this, man. So this is where the magic begins. This is the actual pecan shelling facility. As you can see, we have a multitude of machines that each do something unique and special during the pecan shelling process. We're going to show you one of our first machines here that really gets the ball rolling. It's a really cool machine to watch up close. Now we have Raven here, who is our chief sheller. I'm going to let him let y'all show you how it's done and explain what this machine does.
Alright, so this machine just takes the pecans up this belt and cracks them with these pistons. And they go down a chute that goes into that bucket.
We can do quite a bit of pecans per day. I believe we can do about over 2,000 pounds, right, per day? Yeah. Wow. So if we really have these machines cranking, I mean, we can get it done.
Cool.
Yeah. And because they're so, the shells are so hard, that's why there's so many machines that are needed to crack the shell. Because unlike pistachios or other nuts, you can't just have like one crack and it's done. It needs multiple cracks, or else you're actually going to like break the pecan inside. Gotcha. Just because of the force that's needed to actually like crack all that shell.
So what do these machines do?
That is the blower. So once those pecans are shelled, they're going to go up there, and it's going to start to separate that shell from the pecan. Obviously through air, so it's nice and gentle. You don't have to worry about the pecan being cracked, and that's going to separate it into halves, pieces, and then you're going to also see a whole bunch of like pecan shell, what we call like orchard mix. So this is stuff, you're going to see a little bit of pecan in there. This is really good for like soil and for like critter food as well. It really helps with the balance, the pH of the soil. I mean, really great for that. About the start of gardening season, we'll have like a whole bunch of nurseries around here ask for a lot of that stuff. We love to hand it out because we try to get as little waste as possible here.
Cool.
Yeah, I think this is one of the most fascinating places in Lubbock. It's a really cool place to take a tour with your family, your church group, anyone you want really. But yeah, this is a really neat room.
Neat.
And then you saw it earlier, but then there's one more place where they go where the work is really done, if you will. So you see how the table is loaded with pecans? Right now it is standing still. That's actually normal. This second one is shake, rattling, and rolling, and that's what this does. We take the pecans from that last room that you guys saw, and the shells that are left, about 10 to 12% of the shell that's left, we just pick them off by hand. We're one of the last pecan shellers in the United States that still does it by hand. There are these things called optical scanners that basically do it all by lasers and digitally now. But we find that it still loses a lot of the shell, and so like a lot of the shell is still in there. And when it goes through that machine, it like breaks up the pecan, so you don't get as many halves. And people love the halves. That's what they put on pies, right? Yep. So if you want to see, I'll take this a little bit here. Boom. So as y'all can see, there is like, you'll see just like a little bit of shell right there. That's what we're picking out. And then these tables will move down slowly, vibrate. And when it vibrates, that actually helps you to see where the shell is. Because if you see this, it would be really easy to get lost in there. But when it starts shaking and stuff like that, you really get to see it.
Cool.
And this is that group can do about 2,000 pounds a day. We are not machines though; we're humans, so we can only do about 1,000, maybe 1,500 pounds a day if we have road tables going well. So yeah, it definitely makes a difference. Yeah, we just all day, every day. That's what we do. Cool. It's really, really interesting. Awesome. Yeah, we've been doing this for 25 years. We're not stopping anytime soon.
Neat. Well, thanks for the tour.
Heck yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you showing us
Every
everything.
Every time.
If you want to come out, get some great pecans and some local items, even a souvenir item like this, a Lubbock
One of my favorites.
mug, come out to Pecan Ridge and check it out.
Yes, anything, everything Lubbock, we're here for you.